Welcome back, everyone. We are at the penultimate session of Season 2 of Aokailan. I believe that this is Session 12. This is probably going to be a little bit of a longer episode, because we're just going to go until there's no more content for this season. I don't anticipate it would be too much longer than 3 hours, but I don't know. You guys have a tendency to throw me for a loop and take longer than I expect on things.
We're really bad at playing this game, yes.
In both ways, great and terrible. All right, so as usual, let's get the recap out of the way. What happened last time?
We finally went to the university.
You finally went to the university. Why did you go to the university?
Because there's a fucking hole in the universe.
There is a universe-sized hole. Yes.
Yeah, there's a tear in the fabric of reality.
Close that shit because
we do need to close that shit. We kind of made our. We actually
went
specifically
in and got attacked by weird demons first off.
Yeah, we didn't make any arrangements specifically, right? We went straight there.
Yeah, we just went straight there.
Yeah,
correct.
We were attacked by a group of flying miniature creatures resembling the larger creature that we had faced in the university once before. They gave us some guff. We found our way into the university to find its halls barren and nobody afoot.
Yeah. And a big locked door in the direction that we wanted to go towards the library.
Yes.
So, deciding that probably the best course of action would be to try to find the headmaster, we headed towards the headmaster's office, and after some brief acrobatics by our good boy Alexander, he got into his office, found some cool stuff, including a key. Unfortunately, that key was not for the door, but it was for a drawer that had some goodies in it, like mutagens and things and something else, and I don't remember what else was in there. Or was that all?
There was some tar was in there.
Oh, and some tar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which was very important for a now rather wounded Anastas.
Severely wounded Anastas.
Yes.
Severely wounded.
Yeah. But then you came back, and then we decided to go down to the physics lab, as I recall, see if we could figure out what's going on down there. There we ran into some kind of outriders from the surviving group of students, the 2 grad students that we met previously. They brought us back. They did the secret knock that got us into the library. We met the headmaster, who had also been wounded and was basically being tended to by the students. And they told us, y'all got to go down into this crazy ship below the library because that's where all the lumidium is to be able to power the machine that's going to hopefully close the hole. Emphasis on hopefully. I feel like that's something that we haven't talked about a lot, is the fact that we hope this will work.
Emphasis on the asshole, that Dorian. So the person who was who had all the information that we needed was someone that Dorian was not a major too fan of.
Sadius. Yes.
That's Professor Browse to you, actually.
And
you got to do the voice if you're going to talk down to
Professor Browse, very enthusiastically, told us he drew a little map that we decided that we could read. He warned us of the frog folk and the strange creature that dwelleth.
Strange bird man.
Was it the strange bird man that he warned us about?
I think he warned us about some kind of keeper or guardian.
That must have been him.
But I think that when he did a little rant, and he was like, "It's got wings and terrible shrieking," and
yeah, that had to have been Squawkbox.
Squawkbox.
So we're like, okay, well, you're coming with us. And he's like, oh boy, sure do I not want to do that. And we're like, fine, no one will remember your name. And went alone into the depths of the university. Upon arrival in the depths of the university, I think the first major event is running into Mr. Squawkbox, yelling at us in a strange, almost like computerized nature, like error, error, not supposed to be here kind of deal.
Something wrong with the design or something like that.
Yeah, something
there
wrong with
is a flaw in Fundament, is what he said.
There is a flaw in Fundament.
He's been playing too much Elden Ring, guys.
And that led us on a little bit of a chase, a little bit of a gate puzzle. He was able to use these runes that attach to his neck.
He's just covered in like lots of trinkets and
little trinkets.
Things. Yeah.
Talismans, yeah.
One of which was able to awaken the stone guardians, which we were able to remove from his person and destroy.
He then got attacked by two weirdly malformed looking students of the university.
Yeah, corrupted.
And we were just like,
and right out that.
Yeah, we let them fight. We then, kind of solved a little bit of the puzzle that was going on to at least get us to where we wanted to go. And
I do want to just pause on his his magic style, and emphasize that this is odd. This is not a type of magic that any of you have seen prior to this or even heard of.
This rune magic is weird.
This rune magic is very odd. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't we find one of the last of the Hadra that we haven't seen yet? I can't remember their name.
Yeah, so
we did find some weird stuff in some cells.
Yeah, we found the prison of the Aoka, where the Aoka put those that were not desirable to them. One was a strange creature about the size of a Korovid that spoke of the Keeper of Rui and how we had to watch out for him.
That Dorian, as I recall, was all about like trying to get out of this place. And everybody else was very much not in favor of that course of action, but it so far has borne fruit, I guess.
Well, I don't think we were able to free him. We
opened the door.
Yeah, we opened the door. At the same time, Anastas discovered a creature imprisoned who they had not seen since the fall of Karstadt. A creature no one has seen since the fall of Karstadt.
Well,
a strange
that none of the rest of us have ever seen.
That none of us, the rest of you have not seen. And that is a chitinous creature. A segmented.
It's
actually okay. I'm gonna pause right there too, because Alexander being from the city of Yndaren, there is a likelihood that he is at least familiar with this type of creature if they have not met them. I don't know. And Dorian, per Dorian's bookishness, has read about this creature, but maybe not seen one in person. Raleigh certainly has not seen one in person.
Oh, I've definitely never seen one in person.
Before drawing attention to it, we decided that it was best to spend our time.
Also, it was dead.
It was dead. Yeah. Anastas was the only person to see it. However, they were very intrigued and does want to look at it further, wants to go into the cell. But we decided that our time was best spent exploring the Keeper, where we went back to find where they were fighting the two corrupted students, and they were gone, leaving only a mural of what could only be deciphered as Rui, the Aoka of
Law.
Rui the Law.
As well as depictions of the stony-headed thing that we fought that popped out of the portal. And
yeah. So the Aoka have some connection to this other realm.
In fact, one of the startling things looking at the mural is that the depiction of Rui the Law itself just looks a lot like the thing from the portal. There is another one there, and he's slightly different, but striking resemblance there.
Striking resemblance.
Yeah.
And no resemblance to Venice, though.
No, not at all. They look very, very different. of the 3 Aoka that you have seen depictions of it that have been on screen, I guess, all of them are wildly
There have been
different.
3?
Ishou.
Ishou.
Is
We saw. I didn't know if we saw Ishou in the.
Well, just depictions of Ishou.
Oh, sure.
Rather than like actually seeing Ishou.
Oh well, actually, you did kind of actually
I guess
see
we
Ishou.
kind of did Ishou. Yeah, we did kind of actually see Ishou.
You have seen Ishou in as much as Ishou has ever been seen.
That's very
true. I thought Ishou's like kind of formless though, right? Like nobody really knows what Ishou
He's
looks
kind of
like.
formless eyes and tentacles. Yeah.
Like Hermes Mora.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. More ethereal, I guess.
Not as Hermes Mora as Hermes.
Yeah.
Quite the depiction for the, protector of humanity.
Listen.
Just gonna toss that out there.
When we designed this world, there was specific mention that you wanted eldritch horrors beyond human comprehension.
That's
what we got.
So that's what we got.
I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing it out.
All right.
People
Wow, actually, it took us less than 10 minutes for that recap. I think that is our most succinct recap that we have ever done. So well done.
Had a lot of combat.
Yeah.
A lot of running around trying to figure out what the fuck we were doing and where to go.
So where
and the puzzle.
Where are
and
we?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we are here, and we are going to be turning on that and I was using.
I'm at 2 health. Wicked.
Okay. You were staring.
Else is new?
Is there anything else new? Do we need to go over anything else before I jump in here?
Nope. Jump.
Okay, and you guys are in. You're in this room, right? You opened the door and went in.
Yes.
I'm outdooring in this like it.
I do not see anything on my screen. There we go.
Does everyone else see things?
I do not.
The lighting's kind of goofy in here.
Yeah, it got very dark.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see.
Like very dark? Oh, this room in particular is just dark. There's no light in this room. So that's a problem. Once you get outside, it should be better.
Oh, one last thing that we forgot to mention while we were doing the recap is we have found 2 Lumidium crystals.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many do you need to find?
Well, 5. We found 2. We need 5.
And we can each carry 3 things.
Yes, you can each carry 3 things. And I will say that you need 5 for the device. Additional Lumidium crystals is not a bad thing to have, especially for Raleigh, because they are bullets for that. They're good.
Are they directly bullets, or they need further processing?
Refined Lumidium is just what powers the weapon.
Okay.
So no, they do not need additional processing.
Is it 1 crystal per shot, or does 1 crystal equal multiple
it's like
shots?
a 5-shot magazine.
Oh.
1 crystal is like a 5-shot magazine. So I've got 2 left in my last mag.
Got it.
All right. You are staring at the mural inside the avian creature's study, depicting the Aoka Rui and his followers emerging from a rift, much like the one now opening above the University of Arkaedyva. Its features stony and faceless, and the realization of the nature of the Aoka and of the guardian beings you have slain sets in. You hear another wail from deeper within this vault, this prison, followed by a gentle quake, a shaking of earth. Somewhere far off, rocks fall, landing with echoing cracks on the stone tile floor. There is then a higher, sharper ting, as of metal falling to the floor, and on the ground nearby, your eye is drawn to a glint of silver, where a small key lies in the middle of the room.
What do you suppose that's to?
What if it's to our friend's chains?
It is a key to something that...
Or a cell key.
I think it's best in our possession.
Better with us than here.
Alexander?
I will take the key.
Excellent. So the just for clarity's sake, what you have found is that it is indeed a cell key. And the other key that you have found is the hall key.
So, should we inspect these rooms for more rubidium, or... You know, Dorian, I found something that you might think is quite intriguing in one of the cells.
Oh? What did you find?
A creature I have not seen in a very, very long time.
A creature? Well, let's go
Shall
take
we
a
take a
look.
look? Yes.
Should we? We're gonna be heading back down south, so what Raleigh says is, should we hit some of these doors on the way back?
Yes, there is a rather large collection of cell doors right over there as well that we should be taking a peek at. For
It couldn't
anything
hurt.
that may be valuable.
Right.
We also have that creature you've parlayed with, Dorian.
It does not seem like these would be the keys to that, but something to keep in mind.
Alexander, did you happen to see any sorts of clues as to where that large bird may have gone?
Did I?
Tracks or feathers?
Do I?
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
can
a
track
Raleigh
it.
job?
Actually. Yeah,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
try.
There you go. I would think that's Raleigh's job. A little bit better at that.
Let me see.
Okay, so it looks to me like Raleigh is going over to investigate the bird looking for.
I'll do some. I'll just do like basically I'll pace around a little bit and see if I can find any traces of the thing.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
feathers or
Absolutely.
whatever else.
I will say that from observation, the creature does not appear to be dropping feathers of any kind.
Interesting.
In fact, the feathers seem a little like made out of stone. Like they're not actual feathers. Like they are the carving of feathers or something like that.
Interesting. Okay. And otherwise, like the floor is stone, and otherwise, like there's not anywhere for it to make an impression. I would
Sure.
guess.
What there is, however, is that this entire place is flooded and filled with like murk and muck, and so you do see footprints crisscrossing this library of sorts that you're in right now, and that's what it appears to be. When you're looking at these doors, they appear to be like locked doors, but with small windows inside. You can see that they just lead to like further stacks and chests, storage areas, that sort of things. So these are not cells. They're just sort of like locked storage rooms. Okay. There, as I said, are muddy footprints crisscrossing this room, both yours and what must be the creature. If you can give me a vigilant check.
Can I make an argument for cunning because I'm not noticing the footprints? I'm trying to discern which are the birds.
I love that.
Okay. So I get a +1 because of Bloodhound. Goodness gracious. I succeed.
Excellent. And I should probably open up the chat so that shows up over there. Okay. Oh wow, you succeed very well. It appears that the creature spends a lot of time in this room. There are bookshelves and scrolls all over the walls, in some of these locked doors, across the tables. It seems to be studying or researching something down here. And most of its time appears to be spent here. More recently, you can see that you and Anastas have moved through here a little bit, but that the creature has doubled back through this area and headed down towards the south. The footprints disappear as it enters the water, as it exits this room, and when you do so, you hear the sloshing of that stone creature that is, it appears to be pacing back and forth down that hallway that...
I had thought that destroying the amulet had stopped it.
Apparently, it has not.
Interesting, okay. So getting back to that cell to see the dead...
Oh, wait a second. No. I did say that, okay, so originally Anastas had just, thrown it away, and that didn't do it, but destroying the amulet, yes, did stop them. So you do not hear sloshing, but that hallway is now blocked by the massive bulk of this creature. Yep. You can see that there's another door that sort of leads farther south out of this room, down past those two guardians, and in fact, it appears to be opened.
Looks like our friend went this way. Down here.
Perhaps we should take a look at the creature later then, Anastas, and follow these guys until we can catch up with our little friend.
I apologize. I said that the door was open. It's not a door, it's a gate. It's one of those gates.
Oh, one of the shutter gates. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see through it, but it is closed.
It is closed.
Yes. Okay. All right. What would the rest of you like to be doing while Raleigh is exploring rather tracking this creature?
Would we have time to take a look at the creature?
Which creature?
The one that Anastas wanted to take me to?
So while Raleigh is investigating, Anastas and Dorian head down to the
I'll go with
creature.
I'll go with as well.
Which, as I said, lies dead at the bottom of this cell, winged up in the corner. What are you looking for on this creature? Anastas, you are muted.
Can we open the door?
So, as I said before, the door is locked.
Yeah, as in does
using the cell key door does unlock it. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So
Perfect.
Alexander can come and open this for us.
Yeah, partly why I figured I was there. Where are you, so I can put my character there? Sorry.
I can drag you there.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
I have not seen one of this kind since the fall of Koshtok. And Anastas kind of kicks one of the... Is it intact or is it missing parts of it?
So all of the constituent parts are there, yes. They are dead, and they're sort of brittle on the inside. So when you push it over, the hard outer shells remain intact, but the insides dissolve into dust as you push against it.
And this is a creature I recognize too, right?
Yes. Yep. You recognize it as a Tanari.
Would the remains of one of these such creatures be valuable to the academy or a museum or something like that?
Ooh.
Assuming that, obviously not at right this second, but
Dorian, seeing this creature, you would love to make an anatomical study of it. The Tanari have been incredibly reclusive, and the lore about them is so limited. To have a physical specimen right in front of you just fills you with excitement, and the realization sets in that you are both running out of time, you don't have the space to carry this thing, and doing so would almost certainly destroy it anyways. If you could just sit down here and make a drawing of it, study it here, you would, but there are more important things.
I subconsciously pull out like a small piece of scrap paper and start making like drawings and stuff. This is an absolutely spectacular find, Anastas. You have no idea what this would do for the academy, and if I could just have a day or two to inspect this.
As you are standing there, the entire room starts quaking and shifting. You hear the shifting of earth above you, and rocks and debris begin to fall from the ceiling. Nothing significant, but enough to be concerning.
It would be good for you to study these creatures, Dorian. They are organized. An army of them may even put the flames of the Andara look pale in comparison.
Have you witnessed such things before?
Yes. In combat, they Anastas postures away, almost in disgust. Separate. They are not one, but many. I respect them more than the other demons of this land. They don't waste time with songs. And I continue down here.
There is the creaking of a closing gate as it slams shut to the north of you.
North of me, Anastas?
North of, so to your right, your east, the north of Alexander and Dorian.
Something slammed.
The gate that we just came from?
The gate that you just came from, yes, has apparently slammed shut.
We have to move.
Yeah, Anastas will rush in, hearing that. What's the status?
Is there another way out over here?
So are we separated right now?
Yeah, what's the status
right now? Yes.
Here's like a 3 and
I shout out, Raleigh! Help me!
Do I hear them?
Yes, you do hear them. Hang on. I'm having to move around this device for this door puzzle. I don't know why I made that an actual door. That was silly of me. I need to delete that and then make it a visible wall. Okay, so Raleigh, you see that from where you are right now, that the gate to your south has opened. You hear Anastas calling from the northeast, that other passageway leading out of this room. And you hear some splashing coming from the east. Where would you like to go?
Okay, so this area is blocked by the body of that golem, yes?
It is blocked by the body of that golem, yes.
Well, so where is everybody? Well, I guess seeing that, he is going to take a quick peek into this room just because it's currently open, and, you know, it would kind of be, I feel like, foolish to not at least see what's down here before
just a second.
Running back.
Closing some stuff off. Okay, perfect. Do you stop at that gate? So you're stopping right where you are.
I'm literally just like peeking past the gate.
In, yes. So this appears to be another room lit by aluminum crystal like you've seen before, with bookcases and chests against the wall. Three very large ornate doors are closed and with large elaborate locks in each of the three, two to your left and one directly in front of you.
Okay. These symbols on the floor, are those there as well?
Yes, you do see those glyphs on the floor. Did you get a close look at the talisman?
I was not involved.
You were not involved at all with the talisman, no. Yeah, they're strange glyphs, the sort of which that you've never seen before, that seem to glow faintly with a wavering light.
Okay. Well, with that, Raleigh's gonna run up to, run back.
Are you going to run?
Yes, he's going to run.
Okay, as you run through this area right here, you hear splashing to your right. You turn and look, and you watch the bird creature sort of emerge from through a ripple in the air around this stone guardian that lays there blocking the passageway. It's like he opens up space and just walks through a fold, and emerges in front of you. Seeing you, it squawks and babbles incoherently, and starts rushing towards you.
It's running at me?
It is running towards you, yes.
Does it look like I could outrun it?
It's difficult to say. It's pretty big, and you're only getting a quick glimpse of it.
I'm just gonna keep running then.
Excellent. Can I get a quick check?
Absolutely. Oh, I failed by 1.
All right. Raleigh, you're running through. Your feet are covered in like mud and slick grime. You get onto the stone tile of that library area, and you slip, falling face first onto the tile stone. You can hear the splashing of the creature behind you. You're scrambling up. You turn around and you see it disappear around the corner and down across that the threshold into that room you had just looked into.
Raleigh is just gonna just get back up and just keep running, right?
Excellent.
Just running back, running up to this hallway to see where his friends are. So Anastas is behind the closed gate. He can see that.
Yes.
So he's gonna just call out what do we need to do here?
We're stuck behind this grate as I shake on it. You have to operate the mechanism to free us.
Is the gate to my south open or closed?
It is closed.
Fuck me.
Oh, so we see Raleigh look.
Yep.
And just get defeated.
Just well, I have some bad news. It's blocked from my end as well.
What about this gate down here? Is this open?
Which, that gate is also closed.
Looks like you gotta find another way, and I'll see if I can get into this gate. But I might have to just go down. I found another passageway. That thing ran that way. I might just have to go that way.
Looks like there might be something.
Is
down
there anything?
one of these? Yeah. Is there?
Is there anything to
That
pick
is another
or?
closed gate. That is another
That
closed gate.
creature is operating the mechanism around us.
It would seem so. It can
Well, we
also
gotta-
step through. It was like a miniature version of that portal. It just kind of crawled out of the air.
What?
It doesn't need doors. It just goes where it wants.
Interesting.
I think I may have found another passageway over here.
Yes, Doran?
There's a door.
Is this gate open, Pat?
That gate is closed.
It's down this way.
Y'all are gonna keep going that way. I guess I'm just gonna follow the bird.
Yeah, we run out. What do we tell Raleigh before we part? Don't die.
You're back. Yes.
I guess I'll.
What
do
about
my
this
best.
gate, Pat?
Also closed.
Yep, that
Also.
gate is also closed.
Is there any of these that are they're true gates? There's not a way to pick or not a way to.
They are true gates. Yep, it's like a portal.
Ooh.
Like
What's
walls.
this?
So
Where
that
are we at?
is a door.
Does
Trying
the
the
door,
handle, it is locked.
Trying the keys.
However, the hallway key does open it.
Oh, thank
Uh-huh.
God.
While they're doing that, then Pat, I'm gonna, I guess, move me as far as I can and like towards that room is where I would be going.
Towards which room?
Towards the room that the bird ran into that I like
Got
stuck
it.
my head into earlier.
Yes.
And then this door is still open.
Okay, but I'm going to do a quick thing for Raleigh, and then I'm going to jump back to you guys.
Okay. Go for it, Raleigh.
Raleigh, as you go into that room, you see that the creature's fuddling around in its like many satchels and things hanging around it until it finds a large golden key. When it does so, it opens the door down to the south and enters. Beyond, you see glimmering gold and treasures of all sorts. It closes the door behind it. Meanwhile, Anastas, Dorian, and Alexander, as you step back into this sort of central chamber, you see the giant stone statue in the center has indeed been turned. And on top of that, both of the Rune Guardian statues in this room have been activated. Their stone heads grind and turn as they turn towards you and begin to try and pull themselves violently off the wall.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have you guys activate into combat.
Okay. I have an idea of what we're going to do. So it's okay. Oh, are we just all in already?
I mean, it's possible.
My combat was still activated from last time.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, so is mine. So it's still Dorian, Anastas, Alexander.
That's that one. This one is that combatant. Okay. All right. Dorian, it is your turn.
Dorian, it's your turn.
Talon, you said you had a plan. I'm sorry, I was muted.
I
there for
do have a
second.
plan.
Okay, I'm going to delay until after Anastas.
Okay. Anastas. Anastas, yep.
Anastas is going to run into the hallway and try to. This stone one is still dead, though.
That one is inactive, yep.
I want to smash into it to knock it over.
Do you still have that pickaxe?
I
No,
think
we
we
said that you
established that I do not.
Yes. Just want to emphasize that you guys came into the dungeon with no tools. All right. Make an attack against this creature.
An attack. Okay.
Yep. I'm just going to run it as an attack. I'm going to use its same armor and things. Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Any modifier?
I'm going to say you automatically hit. It's not moving. It's not trying to dodge you in any way. So yeah, just like make your damage roll.
12. 2. That was the highest.
Wow.
That means I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1 and a 2. Do you have any additional damage?
Not without
No.
being enraged.
Not without being enraged. Okay, yeah. So you throw the wheel into this enormous stone creature, and make barely a dent in its stony flesh. Okay. Dorian, you were going to delay until after Anastas?
Yes. Anastas, what are you doing? We need to turn this mechanism. And
I was trying to free up
come
the
over
hallway.
here and yell to... I know. Yell to Alexander. Alexander, could you help me with this? And I'm going to hold here because I know turning this would trap Anastas between a literal rock and a door.
No, that door is an actual door, not a gate.
But
That's not an activated one?
That is... Nope.
It is going to close the gate that the bird
But he
went
doesn't
through,
know
probably.
that.
Yeah, that is what I am thinking as a player. But
Yep.
you should do whatever you think Dorian would do in the moment.
Dorian would try to move this then. If he knows that it's not going to trap Anastas in there, then he's going to try and turn this.
Dorian, are you trying... So you are trying to turn it? Can I get a strength check?
Sure. Any modifiers?
No. Okay. I just imagine, like, weak, crippled Dorian, like, going over, like, Ugh!
It's his quickness that's bad. He's averagely strong. He's got a 10. All right, that's average.
Average.
All right. Are we at Alexander? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he called over to help, so I will attempt to help.
Okay. Strength check.
Check. Oh boy, I am also very...
Is it so between you and
no, I'm
Dorian,
bad
who
at
has
strength.
the higher strength?
It's gonna be Dorian.
Okay, Dorian, you can make the attempt again with Alexander's help.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely don't want me rolling as strong. Yeah!
Excellent. Okay, and so you are turning this thing such that it would face upwards, north?
Yes.
Okay. Come on. Cool. I wish that it spun actually how I want it to, but that's okay. All right, yes, so you spin it northwards. That gate in front of you opens. And meanwhile, so Raleigh, the one... have you entered that room where the creature was or not?
So you said that I could get here while I was running.
Yes, you could get there while running. It is now your turn. You hear the cranking of the gears, and you can see that the gate is about to drop. You can throw yourself to the other side of this thing, or you can stay on this side. That's what you do?
Oh. Yep, I'm going to tuck and roll into this room.
Excellent. Love it. Love it. No, actually, I hate it for you.
Yeah, it's
probably
bad.
I love it for me as a DM, and I do absolutely hate it for you. Okay, hang on, let me pull this up.
Raleigh's not smart. He's a man of action.
Not the protective runes, that's not what we want. Aha.
Oh dear.
As you pass over those runes, they light up, and a whirling vortex appears around you, sucking the life force from your body, and the air. You can feel the breath leaving your lungs. You make a you make a strong check. Modified by his resolute, which is 5.
Oh, great. So -5?
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, I did not pass.
Alright, you take 1d4 damage. You take 3 damage as the life is pulled from your lungs, ignoring armor.
Well, I am at 2 HP.
And with that, those runes fade away.
Well, that was terrible.
All right. Okay, so that was Raleigh. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Well, so I suppose I took a move action to do that.
Yeah.
Can I use the rest to move up to this door?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you run up to the door. Are you like listening at it, or just like readying yourself?
I would like to test it to see if he locked it behind him.
Are you doing so discreetly?
Yeah, I don't want this thing to know I'm coming.
Could I get a discreet check?
Okay. I just kicked that door.
So you like go to test the handle, you're being very careful, and as you turn it, it makes like a loud screeching. It is open. You can feel that it is open, but it made an excruciating sound as you did so. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ready my gun, I guess, for whatever is gonna come out that door at me.
Okay, so these creatures attempt to pull themselves off of the wall. Ooh, okay. So the one closest to you two is unable to free itself, pulling at its arms or at its legs. They are too deeply embedded in the earth. The other one is able to stumble forward and swing at you, but it does so weakly. So you have advantage on your favor on your defense check. This is at -5, but with favor. And it's going to be at the closest one, which is going to be Alexander.
Okay, thank you. What did you? So what was it again?
So you have favor, and it's -5.
-5. Okay. All right.
So you deftly, using your fast roll, get underneath the huge swings of this creature, and take no damage. Excellent. Okay, we are back at the top of the round. You guys have 1 minute.
Okay, I think we need to get the hell out of here through the northern gate, muted. And then start heading west to try and meet back up near Raleigh.
I'm trying to decide if I push through this door or if I wait for you guys.
But then we wouldn't be able to get through your gate anyways.
Yeah. I was under the I wanted to knock this thing over. The only thing I can do that with is to attack it. Is that what you're saying? Like it's not. There's no like way to push it over. It's a bipedal statue, right? Like it's like I mean.
No. So this statue broke its leg off when it was. So I'm envisioning it like are those like the Prowler demons from Dark Souls 1 where they've got like the one leg and they're like dragging their, so like it's very solid. I don't envision it as a like pushoverable thing.
Okay.
What I will say is that Anastas, you're looking at it and you're not sure that you could squeeze through, but a smaller Dorian or Alexander might be able to.
And where was that again?
That's over where Anastas is.
That's over there. Okay, yeah, sorry.
So hypothetically, what we could do is Anastas and one of you could go north through the gate while it's open. The other person could then try to move it back, slip past the statue so that the gate by me is open and we can all go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, I was thinking we send both of you through there.
Right. Or
I try to operate the mechanism and move through it before it closes, but that would require me to succeed on my strength check and not fail it. Well, I guess if I fail it, I need to succeed.
Anastas, why don't you just go north through this gate, since it's already open, we close it, and then head out the way of the statue?
Yeah. Why don't we just do that?
Well, what if you guys fail?
We don't really lose anything other than a little bit of
sucks.
time.
I don't know.
Then you'll get hit by the stones. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you'll.
We might get hit.
Risk we got to take. It sounds like.
Okay, so, all right, Raleigh. As you are like thinking about whether or not you want to go through this door, behind you, you hear Anastas exclaim, "It's another one of those fucking like stone creatures!" And then Dorian be like, "Alexander, look out!" And you hear like Alexander like roll under, and you put 2 and 2 together that there's more of those stone things active, and you know that if you can destroy the talisman that was used to activate them, that does deactivate them.
That's true. I'm chasing after this fucking bird.
You're Raleigh's reasonably cunning, right? I'm not like.
Yeah, no,
Okay, all right.
his cunning is 13. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Okay. Yeah.
Sure,
Absolutely.
we'll go with
absolutely.
or
if
his
you
cunning is
guys
a
want
lot-
to
He's a
stay.
little bit more cunning than the average person.
Yeah, I guess because you guys are already on it. So then you delay, I run north. You guys have to succeed.
Yep.
All right.
So we're running north then, Dorian?
No,
No.
wait.
you're slipping past the fucking.
We have to
I'm
get it
slipping.
back the other way. We had to move it this way so Anastas can get through because he can't get past the
That's
statue.
it, okay.
So we need to wait for Anastas to get through the north gate so that we can move it back,
Okay. He's
so
moving
that we
north,
free
sorry.
up the way to Raleigh, and then me and you get past the statue to the west.
So
Okay.
just in terms of where engagement is happening, because I think that's going to be important. The way I am seeing this right now is that Alexander is engaged with one of the Rune Guardians. Dorian is not engaged with either of them. However, there is unless Dorian moves, Anastas would be taking an attack of opportunity as it tries to pass through Dorian and the Guardian, so Dorian is going to have to like move out of there. I guess that's the only thing I'm saying. Just like think about who
literally
has to
can't
have
take attack of
engagement.
opportunity.
Oh, you can't?
I can't. Well, if I get touched, I'm gonna die.
Oh, so don't do that. Do what you need to do not to take the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. It's a free attack in this. It's not an attack of opportunity. Okay.
Yeah.
We
Or
are
does
starting
everybody wanna
the
wait
round.
until after?
Dorian, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I don't think it. Yeah.
Probably doesn't matter.
I delay. Sorry.
What are you
delay
delaying
until-
until?
Until after Anastas gets through, so I can move the gate in order to go through the West Passage.
I
Yeah.
just said that you have to get out of the way so that Anastas can get through without taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Then it's entirely on Alexander to move this back.
Yes.
Which is bad.
Fuck. Alright, I moved through here. Oh, shit. Yeah, I moved to the west.
Okay. Okay.
And I guess I move again to get past the statue.
Sure. Yeah. So if you
I imagine I like pick him up and like put him over it.
yeah, and what I think I'm gonna ask for is a quick check to determine if you are like still like trying to crawl through it or if you get through it this turn.
I'm still crawling.
So Dorian, you like climb up into this thing. You're trying to worm your way through. Your bum leg is slowing you down, but you are getting through it, and you will get through it next turn. And we are now at Anastas.
I don't think Alexander can do it.
Probably not.
Anastas, based on what I did with Raleigh, you've moved this thing, you've seen how the gates operate. There is a little bit of a delay, so if you moved the thing, you might be able to squeeze through the gate as it falls.
Do you think I have enough movement to get over here, flip it, and then go through it?
I think with a quick check you might.
I run in, tell Alexander to follow Dorian, and I try to do it all.
And you have favor, Alexander, are you attempting to help Anastas move this thing?
Ooh. I'll help. I'll help.
Okay, Anastas, you have favor on your strength check.
Better to do that, I think.
Critical.
And
Yes!
Okay, with that and
Oh, we needed
Alexander's
that.
help, you do not need to make the quick check. You put a
I
big
run
hand on
past
this thing and just
And just like slam it, and it like throws it into position. And as it like creaks open, I like vault over the gate and into under. I don't know if it moves up or down, but Does it move up or move down?
I was envisioning it like slams down. So like
it slams down. So yeah, I like slink. I like plane out and just like skid underneath of it.
Excellent. Okay, Alexander, it is your turn.
And then I will, since that's taken care of, I'm gonna follow Dorian.
Great. I need you to. So you're going to use your quick check to try and avoid this free attack from the creature you're engaged with.
Sounds good. Anything to do with it, or just a straight roll?
I think it's just a straight roll. Let me just double check here. Yep.
Is it a
I'm
defense?
90% sure.
Nope, it's just a may roll against quick to avoid free attacks.
Oh, that's really good.
Because he's
That's
got
really
acrobatic.
good.
Yep.
Yeah, acrobatic.
That's really
Yeah.
Especially
is
for
very
this
nice.
character.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is very handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you duck and roll out, running through this corridor. Dorian is still trying to make his way through. All right, and so then we are at the Guardians. Let's see how the Guardians do here.
Are we at the Guardian?
Oh, no, we are not. We are at Raleigh. Sorry,
Yeah.
Raleigh.
Well,
it is your turn.
technically we're at Athrax.
Well, yeah. Technically the Birdman.
The Birdman is rummaging around in the room beyond.
But he is rummaging.
Yes. You
I'm
can
gonna
hear
pop the
him. You
door.
can hear him rummaging on the other side of the door.
If I pop the door open, can I still shoot him?
Yeah. Yeah.
I pop
Violence
door
isn't
open,
the
can I
only
shoot?
answer.
Raleigh commits a B&E.
It's just the best one.
He breach
Well,
and clears
I
this
do.
door.
Breach and clear.
Well, he's breached. He's yet to clear.
Yeah, to
that's
clear.
true.
Yes, yes.
right. Big part of that.
I'm breaching. We'll see about the clearing.
The door
Yeah.
is kicked open. Raleigh, on the other side, you see the creature rummaging through a chest on the other side of the round. It turns and it hisses at you, and it like pulls up its staff to try and block your blow. Please make your attack. Its quick is 13, so -3 on this attack.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
Yes, you hit it square in the chest with your blow. What is the damage?
Oh, I should have rolled. Sorry, I'll roll the Arkaedyva bolt thrower this and just take the damage if that's okay.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's fine.
Well, roll again. until you
Okay, yep,
succeed.
roll it again.
And
roll it.
again.
What is happening?
318.
What's the damage on it? Just roll the dice at the bottom.
There we go. 10
10.
damage.
God,
How did you get 318s, dude?
that
I'm
the odds
amazing at this
are
game.
spectacular.
All right. Because this is a special creature, I am going to describe what happens here.
Oh no!
The bolt of lightning explodes from the bolt thrower in your hands, striking the creature in the chest. It lets out a cry as a huge hole is burned in its stone-colored flesh. You can smell almost the melting of like rubber or something like that. The talismans that are covering this thing blow out, scattering around the room, some of them being incinerated as the bolt makes contact with them. This lets out several pulses of energy and electricity from the creature. Okay, so I need you to make a strong check modified by its resolute 3 times.
Oh my god. Patrick, I have 2 HP left.
I know.
I go
You're,
down.
yeah. That is what
I will give you, because, ooh. I guess I thought that this was going to be a melee attack. Let's say that it is only 1, and you are behind a door, so I would give you favor on it. How does that
Okay.
sound?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. So it's modified by 3?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's still not great. We'll see. Yeah, I fail.
Oh no.
You, sir, take 1 point of damage.
What the
As you are thrown backwards into the room, you land on your back. There's like dust and like.
Why?
You're getting too old for this shit.
Why do I keep doing these things to myself?
And the creature falls dead onto the floor.
Oh, we killed the Keeper of Rui. Okay.
Yes.
Remember that whole thing about being cautious?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Are these
Plus
stone
one
things
dead.
still creeping around?
Let's find out. Okay. All right. Odds is left, evens is right. That's odds. So you still hear the grunting of the one trying to pull itself out of the earth, but Alexander, behind you, one of the guardians falls to the earth, into the water, inactive.
Are we out of combat though?
And I guess we are going to say that we're out of combat, although that one is still trying to pull itself free. Okay, we're going to do that, and then...
So, Raleigh's just gonna lay there and contemplate his life for a few moments.
And in fact, I need to take a quick 5-minute break. So we're going to do that, and we'll be back at 5:08.
Did you expect me to shoot the bird, Patrick? Was that a
I
bad
I did expect you to shoot the bird. The bird was a little bit of a glass cannon because it was supposed to be protected by the rune guardians, the traps that it's laid, that sort of thing. It was a blue fighter for sure.
Okay, so the sniper took out the blue. So Geek the Mage.
Yeah, Geek the Mage. Yeah, you did it.
Perfect.
You did what the good do.
I did the good do. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, and we're back. So the one rune guardian is yet trying to escape. However, the rest of you have escaped that center room. Raleigh, the Athriax, the bird demon. Oh, excuse me. Has just fallen before you, scattering its various talismans and necklaces across the room. And Alexander and Dorian, you have just squirmed your way through this inactive stone guardian in the hallway up there. When that happens... Okay, that was turn number 2. There is another quake from above and the falling of dust and rocks. However, nobody is yet crushed.
Yet.
You feel that the structural integrity of this dungeon is deteriorating every minute.
So, but they're all able to get to where Raleigh is.
So, are you? Everyone is convening at Raleigh now?
That's where I went.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Let's not keep the party split. Seriously.
All right, what would you guys like to do?
We need to find Lumidium crystals and get the hell out of here.
Well, the bird was looking for something in here. Now, knowing what Raleigh knows about shiny runes on the floors and ceilings and whatnot, he's going to very gingerly poke his head into this room, make sure that there's nothing that looks like it's going to fry him. And if
This
there isn't,
room is filled with treasure, boxes, chests of all sorts, and fine jewels, pieces of artwork, and strange artifacts of all types.
does anything look like it's going to fry me if I step into this door?
You do not see any of those runes that you had seen past the first door, past the gate.
Then he will gingerly step inside.
Very good.
Am I still alive?
You are still alive.
Cool.
Alexander follows and basks in it.
Alexander, you're totally fine.
Incinerated. Instantly.
Alexander, your eyes turn into stars as you are looking at the amount of wealth that is here piled and laid for the taking.
So this thing had a big golden key used to unlock this door. I wonder if it might get us through the same doors back there. And Raleigh's gonna loot the body for that key if he can.
Okay. Just to clarify, this room has 3 chests in it that are lootable. If you want to take 1,000 gold pieces, you are welcome to do that. The bird is lootable, and otherwise, if there's an area of the room that you want to explore, just tell me one of the corners. And
No
we're going
lumidium?
to. You do not immediately see any lumidium in here. No. Raleigh, you are searching for the key.
Well, I guess I'll just loot the bird.
You're going to loot the bird. Okay, yeah. The bird is covered in talismans and things like that, like I described. You do find a large golden key on the body, and this is a vault key.
Vault key. Okay, so this is probably just for this thing. So is there anything else of use on the body?
You find, well, let's consult the book here. Oh, it wields a staff. It wields a staff which has an impressive head on it, very ornate, with a jade, sort of like a jade circle. There are runes etched into it, and a crystal sits at its center.
Okay. Well, Raleigh will snatch that up and then look at Dorian and say, "Yeah, it's a better walking stick, if nothing else."
It is a very impressive looking walking stick.
Oh, thank you.
So
you mentioned something about artifacts.
Yes. So
Dorian would like
which
to take a peek at that.
which chest would you like to look in, or is there an area of the room that you would like to search?
Is there an area of the room that has any artifacts?
There are artifacts all over the place.
May I quickly interject and ask if there are any other keys on that body?
There's no other keys on that body, no.
Thank you.
Well, it's rather dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see a whole lot. I guess I will go with this chest. It's the first one I've
chest right next
see.
to you. Excellent. All right, so you tip open the chest. Inside, there is a blinding bright light that explodes from the chest. Please make a resolute check.
Whoops. Any modifier?
3. Sorry, 5.
Plus or minus?
Minus.
Fuck. I fail.
You are thrown backwards by the brightness of this light in this dark, otherwise very dark room. In fact, you are blinded for the rest of the scene. So until
you burned your eyeballs out.
Yes, you cannot see until we get out of this dungeon.
This entire
The dungeon?
Yep, this scene. The dungeon is the scene.
Holy balls.
Dorian!
I can't see. I can't see. Someone.
That's...
Oh no, Anastas will rush in to kind of see what fucking happened.
The rest of you are very easily able to see now, because at the center of this chest is a glowing stone that is emitting light, filling the room with a warm glow.
Dorian is just on his ass, reaching out, trying to find his friends.
Dorian's just like on the ground, like Anastas will like kind of come over. Is there any like cloth or anything on the ground? Any kind of like tapestry of any sort?
Yes, in fact, there are very fine linens in the corner.
Anastas rips a strip of one of the fine linens off.
Alexander, you're like, your heart like, oh god, no, it's not the. Okay.
And then
understand.
Anastas like puts a hand on Dorian, and I'm like, Dorian like grabs it to like pull himself up, and Anastas ties the linen around his eyes and said, "Rest your eyes and be more wary. It will pass. It will pass. But you stay with me."
What's up
In
with the
fact,
shiny rock?
Dorian, as Anastas says that, you can even already start to make out vague shapes and things. Your vision is returning, albeit slowly.
I cling to Anastas.
I would like to check the other chests for traps.
I would like to get Dorian out of this room and blankly stare at Alexander.
Is anyone going to take the stone?
It's not a bad thing to
Oh,
have.
yeah, I could take that. He wouldn't waste that.
I'll take it.
I guess if someone has to, I'll take it.
All right.
How many things
Rub
do
your
you
little
have?
hands on it.
I could-
So
I get-
that is a question that I was about
I
to
get
ask.
blinded by it, and I don't even get to keep it.
I'm just so you already have the staff head. I did add that to your
It's in the
inventory.
team. If it's on the team, it's shared. Yeah.
Does
Okay.
the vault key take up a carry slot?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Alexander, we got Anastas, we got a Dorian, and a Raleigh. All right, who is carrying the 2 Lumidium?
I thought we had 3.
No, we only have 2.
So we have 2.
Oh, we need 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need 3 more.
I will be. I'll carry both of them. I'll
Okay.
carry 3 of the 5 Lumidium, and you guys can pick up what you'd like.
Okay, and we've got Raleigh. And Dorian also has the staff head, so he is full. We've got Alexander with a sunstone.
Ooh, does this gold all look
actually-
like old gold, or is it like collected gold? Does that make sense? Is this like an old hoard of like Hadra treasure, or is this something that's been like being maintained?
Oh, this is an old hoard of Hadra
yeah.
treasure. As you pick up the stones, they are as you pick up the coins, they have been minted long in the past. You don't even recognize the figures that are printed on them.
In fact, just to keep it simple, I'm gonna carry the 2 Lumidium that we have so far, and just pick up like pouch of 1,000.
You already
You're already
have the
full. You're
staff
already
head.
full. You already have
the staff head is one
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
I apologize. Okay.
Ooh, this would just be purely for drip, but it would kind of be sick for Anastas to take the gold and gild himself in Hadron gold.
Pretty sweet. I mean,
That's like very conquistador.
You got empty carry slots, but we do
Yeah,
still
Anastas is
have
gonna
3.
scoop up that 1,000 pieces of gold, and may not be spending it in the way that you guys
I'm
want.
gonna. I think Raleigh. So you were checking the chests for traps, Alexander. I think Raleigh would probably do something similar and then try to open another one.
All right. So each of you make a vigilant check.
Funny enough, sorry, Dorian, I was about to
getting out of the room with Dorian. But you can mark
succeed!
down that I snapped the gold.
Any modifiers?
Nope.
Was it? Nope, just go. Yeah.
We both succeed.
Nice.
Okay. So Raleigh, you very carefully inspect the chest that you are looking at now. It is filled with it is filled with scrolls of all types, on which are printed those same runes that you've been seeing all over the place. You cannot decipher them, but you are sure that they are worth something to somebody with the knowledge. Alexander, So yeah, you can just add scrolls.
Okay, like sheaf of scrolls or
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Got it.
Alexander, your chest does appear to be trapped. As you look at it, you see that emblazoned on the lock are the latch mechanism are very faintly a series of runes similar to the ones that you've seen before, and you, not knowing how to disarm them, are not sure how to proceed. What would you like to do? Alexander?
Sorry, I was muted. I call back to the group. Does anyone know, Anastas, do you know anything about these runes at all?
No, I cannot imagine.
Wait a second. What if the bird's got something?
We could
Right,
double
like
check.
he's covered in all this bullshit. Like,
Couldn't hurt to check again.
see something that matches the chest, or I don't know.
Give me a cunning check.
Cool.
Oh, who
Whoever
knows?
is gonna sift through these talismans to try and find the one associated with this here chest.
What's your cunning?
Mine's 11.
Nope, you got one better.
I thought you were a 13 cunning.
No, I was wrong. My quick is 13. My cunning is 11.
Mm.
I succeed again.
Oh
yeah,
yes,
my boy.
in fact, the first one that you pick up, it does not have the symbol of a chest on it, but inspecting the runes, you find one matching very quickly.
Okay, and I kind of just like
But what do we do with that knowledge?
I wave it at the chest.
Waving
Is
it
it
at the
working?
chest does nothing.
Put it up to
I
the
like kind of
runes?
like gingerly like kind of like hold it out from my body and kind of like touch the chest with it.
As the talisman makes contact with the chest, nothing happens.
Well, I'm all out of ideas. He throws it to Alexander. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damn. Can't read it. Holding it up didn't do it.
If only
Dorian's
the guy
blind.
for this wasn't
If
blind.
only our
Yeah.
scholar wasn't blind.
You don't know
Dorian-
anything about these runes anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. I attempted and miserably failed.
Does the sheaf of scrolls that I have, like just like quickly scanning, like have any indication?
I think
what
you're gonna
any of
have
this
to try
shit
to
means?
mitigate the
Probably
damages
not.
of this trap, or
Yep.
say no to the chest.
If it's trapped, I think we're going to... Alexander, we can come back, we can keep it in mind.
That's true.
Never mind.
There's nothing
Wait,
saying.
is
But
it-
we're,
is it-
we're running out of time.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
can't
We
come
need
back.
Lumidium more than anything else, much as it
Is there
pains me
any-
to say it.
And there's no lumidium in this room that we've found.
Yeah, we've seen.
We can't
What
risk
corners
it.
have been searched?
We ditch. I got 1,000 gold.
What?
Who bought the
Actually,
pumpkin?
so Anastas, you picked up gold, but that was a free action. You have not explored anything. So if you want to make an explore action, that would still be this turn. And then I'm going to roll for structural integrity. And then if you want to continue searching, that would be a separate.
Okay, so there's no benefit to me not searching.
Correct.
So
Unless there's something else that you wanted to do.
I don't have any. Just I got Dorian out of the room.
Mhm.
I'm not opening the chest.
I would have still heard them talking about runes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the runes perhaps match the chest that I opened?
Well, that chest wasn't trapped. It was just really bright inside.
No, I think it was trapped.
I think it was...
Oh no, it was just that bright.
Oh, it
No,
was
that
just
was the
really
sun.
bright.
Yeah, I mean the sunstone was just so bright upon opening it, and
Oh.
yeah, like this the sunstone was the trap.
It's like we obviously have the key to this thing. We just don't know what we have to, how to manipulate it.
Or it's just another one of those things that blows up. Like it's just the rune in your hand is one of those things that the bird guy used to fucking blow you to hell.
If it matches the chest, though, I mean, I feel like there's a good chance that it's like somehow the way to get into it without triggering the trap.
By the way,
That's just
Alexander, as you are the one holding the sunstone, you emit light. You are lighting up the room now. You can conceal it if you would like to, but you have a light source.
Dark, I'll hold it up, yeah.
Yeah.
See, we can see the whole room. Or as much as we can.
I could pick this chest up and throw it down the hallway.
You could do that. You want to do it?
Anastas, the structural integrity is bad enough as is. I would attempt it.
Yeah. Okay. I do. I will search the room and ignore the chest.
Okay, which corner do you want to search?
Is there a hitherto unsearched one?
So the chests have been searched, but none of the like areas have been searched. There's
I
pick
will
a corner.
Search the this area. No, this area. I will search this north east corner.
Top right. Got it.
Top right.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, interesting. So searching through this area, you find a there's like a suit of armor that is old and weathered, but it is holding a rapier, a sword that seems untouched by time. It is clearly Indaran, so larger than like a human weapon would be, and is extremely well balanced in your hand.
Fancy. Yeah, I'll take that weapon.
Okay, so that is an Indaran Estoc, and it is balanced with deep impact. Oh, you guys can't like add things to your. Ugh. Okay.
So now you have a bag of gold and the S-stock, so you have one open carry slot. I still have 2 open carry slots, and Alexander has 2 open carry slots.
2 with the sun, yeah. Everything else is small, so.
So we got enough.
We still need 3 more lumidium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can drop something if I have to.
So yeah, the Indaran Estoc does an additional 1 damage from deep impact, and balanced does, I don't know, something else, I can't remember.
Okay, so now you gotta roll to see if we die from falling rocks, right?
Yes, I do have to roll to see if you die from falling rocks. Thank you for reminding me. Rocks fall, nobody dies.
So the question is, do we want to search the other corners of this room? I think we probably should, personally, but I am open to other points of view.
I mean, if we've got the time, this is a room that seems to have a lot of shit in it, obviously. So
where did we find the
better to check
lumidium
it.
before?
In a random cell.
Yes, it was in a random cell, but it was like sitting on a pedestal.
Okay, so we see none of those pedestals.
Correct.
Well, I see nothing, but...
So, Raleigh's gonna search another corner of the room. So, you searched here. He'll search, I guess, this corner where this chest is. Is this the one that he opened previously?
Yeah, that is the one.
Okay,
that you
then
opened.
yeah, he'll kind of root around in that corner as well.
Okay. All right. So rooting through. Ooh. Raleigh, rooting through that area, you find a very large Indaran coin, and when you see it, it seems to be calling out to you. You can't explain why or how, but you are drawn to it. It's very large, like maybe twice the size of a like silver dollar, almost the entire palm of your hand, and it's heavy.
I don't like it when coins talk to me.
I'm sorry,
But I guess
what
I'll
was that?
keep it. This coin is talking to me. It's weird.
That happens to me. What is it saying?
That is very peculiar.
That happens to me.
Okay.
No other obvious effects. I don't like the look on your face right now.
No, but you feel fortune smiling upon you.
Ah, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep it.
All right, so that means that Raleigh is carrying
The scrolls and the coin.
Anastas is carrying the S-Stock, 1,000 gold. Alexander has a sunstone. Dorian is full up with lumidium and a staff head. That means that you can all carry one more item in addition to the 3 lumidium that you yet need to collect.
Is there another part of the room that has not been searched yet?
Yes, the left corner and the both left corners, the top and bottom.
I will take top and left. Vigilant? Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I assume nothing's been rolled. Yep. Okay. Cool. Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
And then we're gonna fucking leave. Be quit of this room.
Be quit of this room.
Okay, so Alexander, as you are rooting through the gold here, you find a necklace with a very like a glinting diamond at its center, and when you pick it up, suddenly like 3 like bluish lights appear, flickering into existence around it. They're beautiful and mesmerizing. And as you are staring at it, one of them flies straight at your head. And I need to pull up the stats for how this works.
Who says I would have put it on right away?
You did not put it on. As soon as you touched it.
Oh, as soon as you touch it. Okay.
Yeah.
There are 4 lights.
Number 1.
It strikes you in the head, dealing 1 damage. This does ignore armor. Yep. And it feels like a lightning blast to the head. The other 2 start firing at you as well. I'll allow you to make a quick check to drop it, or to dodge out of the way.
Did the one that hit me go away?
Yeah, as it like strikes you in the head, it disappears.
I'll dodge.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. That's that. Okay, quick. Boom.
Excellent.
Oh, I bet that's what he was looking for.
The you throw it on the ground and jump backwards. The other 2 bolts fly past your head, sizzling on the wall behind you. All right. Does anyone else want to make a search of this room for this turn?
I didn't want to make a search, but I was just wondering if Dorian, in his past studies, maybe like while he's kind of hanging on to the skirts of Anastas, has he ever heard of a whispering or talking coin in his studies of ancient Hadran artifacts?
Yes, you do recall that there were they were called lucky coins, and they were purportedly like objects of one of the Hadra. You can't remember the details exactly, but you remember that they were that there was a story about them, something about them being like outlawed.
Interesting.
I put it down. I put it in like one of the front pouches of my shirt, you know, like where you would put your Bible or your sheriff's badge that's going to stop the bullet that kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, should we just search the last corner? We are here. It's the only thing left that we haven't done.
one last thing, and then we get the fuck out of here.
So that would be the Anastas and Dorian team. Could I get a vigilant check from the Anastas Dorian team? Dorian, you're blind. Sorry. Anastas, it's got to be you.
Can I help?
Not for this particular thing.
Just tell me what it smells.
Dorian. Anastas.
Yeah.
Dorian and Anastas.
There we go.
As you're exploring this corner of the room, your eye is drawn to flickering runes, which are on the wall, sort of behind a pile of gold and treasure and a piece of art. And as you move to inspect them, luckily, Anastas, you place a hand on them, and your hand goes through the wall as they flicker and waver.
What?
And this secret passageway is open.
Well, hello there.
Something
Hello
quite
there.
strange.
Inside, there is a pedestal with an ancient tome sitting upon it.
Totally
The
worth.
tome is red, like a deep red, and there are runes very much like the ones that the 3X, the creature, has been using. The title of the tome is Origins of Fundament. On the Nature of Fundament. The author of the tome is Rui the Law.
What?
Oh,
We can read this?
You can read it. Yep.
What?
It was as it. So, rather, damn it, the person who could definitely read this is blinded right now. It appears to be written in like the
language
the old Locan Empire language, and
a language we've seen Dorian read before.
Yeah.
Dorian would. So like eventually, if we all survive this, he tells us what the.
and in fact, you're able to like sound it out, and Dorian is able to describe what it's saying.
Dorian, this is going to take a carry slot.
Yes.
How do you sound out a language you can't read?
Raleigh can
okay,
take
so
it.
it's
Raleigh
like
can get it.
I've actually done this with Deidre and Cyrillic, and she's like, okay, so it looks like an unknown, but like on its side.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay.
Sure. I know the U.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's gonna carry it?
Well, I can carry it. That will be my slots, and I will carry it for Dorian.
Okay.
So that means 3 would have to be.
Well, someone's gonna have to drop something because.
Oh, I thought we had one
full.
slot left.
Oh, you still have a slot left?
I have
Yeah.
2.
Oh, you still. Oh, and you still have 2. Oh, my apologies. Okay. Yeah, we're fine.
Yep.
All right, let's dip out of this fucking room.
All right.
Everything has to go towards Illumidium now.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oof.
Well, we got some good
this is
stuff, I
turn
feel
number
like.
5. Rocks
Yeah,
fall
I
in the
want to-
distance. They the sound of their quaking and falling echoes through the room, and in fact, it is very loud. The falling of those rocks, as if something has shifted, and you fear that one of the passageways may now be blocked.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, looking up here, is there anything?
Well, yeah. I guess my next question is. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to ping. So my next question, as Raleigh meanders his way back out, does the vault key look like it would fit either of the other doors in this room?
In fact, it does look like it would fit the doors in that room.
I would
Hang
like
on,
to
I'm
unlock.
putting my falling rocks here. Just hold on.
Well,
All right.
gotcha. I will hold.
Oh, that's the room.
It's got like all these invisible block technology. It's crazy. All right.
Invisible block technology.
Okay, so you are unlocking the door to this room?
Yeah. Yep. This one right here.
Inside, upon a pedestal, you find 3 crystals of lumidium.
Well, there we go.
Well, there we go.
Yo,
Let's
dog.
get the
All
fuck
right.
out of here.
Fucking A right. All right. Raleigh will take one of them.
Do we free the beast?
No, fuck no. Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Dude, let's
Could
get the
be
fuck
really
out of here.
useful.
That's
Dorian.
great.
As much as I would be curious to see what occurs, unfortunately, this
I'm
place
at
is.
2 health. Raleigh's. We're gonna.
Yeah.
One.
We need
We're
to
not-
leave.
There's too much risk.
We could try to come back another time.
I will say, so Raleigh will open that door, grab a crystal, and is gonna open the other door as well, just to see what's in there. If that key also fits there.
Inside the other room is a enormous skull of some creature. You do not know what type of creature this is. You have never seen the like of it before.
Get your light source up there, I can't see dick.
Surrounding it is more treasure. Treasure beyond treasure.
Nope.
We can't hold it. We can sift through it and see if we want to.
Who's carrying all the crystals so that we can get the fuck out of here?
I had 2 open slots. I'll carry the last 2. Oh, but I'm looking at this whole room, being like,
Alex. Yeah, Alexander, you had 2 open spots.
Yeah, sunstone only as
Yep.
the real items.
There's a beast that has a beef with the Aoka down here. That they deemed to imprison.
Yeah.
Does it look?
That's
Does the
what
skull? Does the skull look like the other creatures?
The skull looks like nothing you have seen before. It is elongated with several horns coming off of it. It's almost reptilian.
I think we gotta save the world. Sorry to interrupt you.
Nothing you have seen before, no.
But we need a key, and we have no idea where that key might be. We could be wandering around down here, going through storerooms and shit. Like, I think we have to get out.
I think we have to leave.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm just saying that's my. I don't want to leave it.
I mean,
no!
No one wants
not want to
to
leave.
leave.
Are we
No
making
one
the
wants to
decision to
leave it.
leave?
But we
Yes.
also want to keep all the stuff we have. You
And
know, you
also
don't
not
give up
die.
a bird in hand for a bird in the bush for a 2 in the hand or whatever.
a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And right
Yeah, that
now,
bird
we
is-
have a bird in the hand, and there's 2 more in that bush. But fuck that bush, man.
Fuck that bush, dude.
That bush is falling down on our heads.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
already might be not able to get out of here conventionally because
Yeah.
there is rubble falling. We need to
Yeah,
go.
we gotta go.
We gotta
We
go.
gotta go.
Okay, you guys gather up the things that you have and make your way for the exit. Alexander, you watch as like rubble and dirt and stones start falling all over all of this gold. Heartbroken. You're as Anastas, you're like dragging Alexander and
Dorian.
rather you're dragging Dorian through like the library where all of this knowledge and scrolls just waits to be explored as rubble and things are falling from the ceiling. And as you make your way out of that large broken gate, you can hear the shifting of rocks and a plume of dust and debris escape through the hole that you only just pulled yourselves through.
I would like to point something out. Like, there's all of this stuff that we could have done, right? But A, everything was falling down on our heads. And B, we were literally at carry capacity. Like, I don't know what more we could have done.
No.
Speak for
You're at
yourself.
and we found the secret room.
I
found
could
the
have
secret
dropped.
Yeah, we found. I mean, honestly, like, there was lore down there. I have a feeling that book is gonna be some like sick magic shit.
I could have.
I think it's going to
Could have done
unravel.
more.
I think it's going to be very important for the headmaster to look at, and it's going to unravel the secrets of the universe.
I don't know if we should let
For
that
good or for ill.
I trust the headmaster.
You make your
did
way
reveal
back
himself to be
onto
probably
that
not a bad
small
guy.
rowboat and row yourselves back, following the map towards the lift, pulling yourselves back up, ringing the small bell to bring you back into the library of Arkaedyva. And that is where we are going to take our longer break. So how much time do you guys think that you'll need?
For a
I know
longer
that
break?
people wanted to like eat and things.
Oh.
I just ate, so we're
Okay.
good.
I
Anytime.
mean, we can keep playing, and I can just like have.
I need a break right now. This is where I thought last session was going to end before we start like next session.
Well,
in reality, we weren't far off. We just took a long time. So,
yeah.
Let's
So let's
wanna
take a
call-
15. Let's come back at 6:15. How does that sound?
Sure.
Perfect.
15. All right, sounds good.
Kick it on.
All right, and we're back. All right, so you have just exited the ruins below the university, and are now on the lift ascending up back into the library. As the lift ascends, creaking and moaning against the weight, you hear above you an agonized wail, followed by far-off gibberings, indistinguishable but clearly frenzied. And as the light of the library comes into view, you can hear more clearly the ravings. Drawn by fundamental disturbance, called from the space between, hearken to me, cometh that which is law, I beg of thee, heed my words. As the library comes into view, Professor Waverly and Headmaster Nikolai are attempting to calm a frenzied Professor Strout, who sits on the floor of the library, clawing upwards at them. Her face is drawn and pale and covered in sores.
What's happened up here?
We've made it back with the Lumidium. Is the engineer all right?
The headmaster calls over two of the other students who are attempting now to restrain Professor Strout, and he turns to you and, yes, this is good. The Professor Renault is come to and is ready to make his way out to the rift and the device with your assistance. He is not moving swiftly and will need to be cared for, but he is capable. Anastas is muted.
Should we be concerned of this madman's ravings?
This mad woman, Professor Strout, has, I think, been affected by the corruption, as we all have.
Perhaps the closing of this rift will be able to help these people.
We can only hope.
Let us make
no
haste to the device.
Nostos, will you be able to carry the engineer?
For as long as I am able.
Then I suggest that you hurry for all our sakes. Dorian, you are still you can see again, although things are still a little bit blurry. I'm looking for a vigilant check, and I'm wondering who would be the person who would notice this if not you. It would have to be Alexander. Alexander, can I get a vigilant check?
Sure can. Just a straight roll?
Yep. The Professor Basil Strout's condition is not good. As I said, her face is covered in sores as if she has been picking and pulling at it, and you can see that her eyes are distant. She probably does not have much time left. All right. You head upstairs where Professor Renault is. He comes over to you. His leg has been bandaged, and much like Dorian, he is limping and moving slowly. I see that you have the lumidium crystals. We must hasten to the device whose name escapes me at the moment, such that we can close this portal as quickly as possible.
Yes. Do you mind if I carry you, Professor Renault?
He hesitates at that, looking you up and down.
It's all right.
It would save us time.
I think we need to move quick.
Dorian is already heading in the direction.
Could I get a persuasive check from someone?
Not I.
I think this is Alexander's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can try to come up and give him a pat on the shoulder and tell him to trust in us, trust in the big skeleton man. Oh my God! Ouch.
Can I do it against his will?
I would prefer to go under my own power, thank you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
In case that we encounter any resistance, I would prefer that you are unencumbered.
I would just drop you. But then we continue.
Gently,
I am
of
sure
course.
that you understand my concern.
I would just drop you.
All right. You approach the great door to the library. As you approach it, the storm outside appears to have grown in intensity. The entire building is shaking and groaning against the weight of the winds and the debris, and occasionally you hear large thuds and shaking as rocks and other bits of mortar strike the side of the building. Anastas, as you move to open the door, it resists you. You push harder, shouldering into it, and you are immediately assailed by wind and debris, which nearly pushes you off your feet. Outside, the sky is enveloped in blackness of the quivering inky tear and roiling black clouds. The air is choked with dust and gravel. Bits of mortar and stone buffet you as you pull your way through the doorway. And around you, the university lies in ruins, laid low by the thunderous bolts of the maelstrom and constant barrage of wind. Between the two of them, you can barely hear yourselves think. And when the door closes behind you, it seems to make no sound at all. Okay. You guys are heading straight for the rift, I assume. Pushing your way through the storm, holding your hands up to protect your eyes, you press forward. I need each of you to make a strength check.
Could I be handled, with the Nastas? Carry me? Alright.
Carry me, Daddy.
You're gonna make...
Yeah, well, I'm assuming I'm, like, helping the professor a bit. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's not allowing you to carry him, but he does allow you to assist him.
Grab him to make him keep it on his feet, and then
and when you get to like a rock, you like help him up and over it.
I will take ward of the dude, but oh shit.
All right, so his strength is a 12. It is down to this roll. If he gets it, you guys get through without taking damage. And that is not good enough. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention when it happened, everyone has essence thanks to defeating the Najit from a while ago.
It was established that I was helping the professor before you made the roll. Okay, still failed.
So everyone is refilled with essence if they did not already have it. Does somebody want to use it on this roll or not?
So we don't get 2 essence, I assume.
No,
Can't bank it.
You have max 1 right now.
God, that was a waste then. Okay. I mean, otherwise it would just be Raleigh. It would be both of us.
I can't
Raleigh
have
can't
it.
get it.
No, I know. No, I think it's better for me to use it. Yeah, because I can't pass strength checks. I can't.
Coin doesn't do anything for me here, does it?
The coin does do something for you here. If you would like it... No, it can't. It can't. It doesn't give you enough. Sorry.
And I am using my essence then.
Okay, Alexander. This is actually... I'm glad that you used it because your essence is perfect for this situation. Oh. So, as you are moving forward, a huge... rock impales the side of a ruined wall, and a large section of wall comes falling down towards the rest of you. Alexander, as you see this happen, you attempt to dart out of the way, in fact grabbing Dorian as you do so, and space folds around you, and suddenly you are moved forward and out of the way, and the crashing wall falls 15 feet behind you, exploding in dust and rubble, but not dealing damage to anyone. You all breathe a sigh of relief.
What the hell was that? What did you just do?
What I do best, Dorian.
What? Well, we're going to unpackage that later. Come on, we've got.
Dorian, I've seen you throw fire from your fingers.
Well, I never kept it a secret. I didn't know that he could bend space and time like this.
Would you expect
me to do?
Your hands, Dorian.
I didn't exactly try to keep that a secret.
All right.
It explains where he went off to in the laboratory the first time. Anyway.
It also explains how he ended up on that roof that one time.
Sure does.
I'm just a scam.
So many things are starting to click into place.
All right.
You approach the area of the rift, which is cutting through the university. The center of the rift is even more violent than the storm in the ruins, and what's more, flying in the skies above it, several guardians patrol the portal, navigating through the maelstrom of debris. You guys are here on the map. You can I hope that you can kind of see what's going on here. We've got the rift cutting through the center here. I encourage you not to touch it. And then from here, you're kind of looking down into this crater, and you can see the device over in the corner over there, kind of having fallen down into a small crevice. It looks damaged, although still intact, certainly not completely together. You can see the professor's face fall as he sees it. It is in worse shape than I thought. We must hurry.
What is our course of action, Professor? What do you need from us?
He looks up to the guardians that are circling overhead. One of them, which alights onto the stone wall right here, staring at you and letting out a low resonance. Just get me past those things. I will do what I can.
Form a castle with me and Raleigh behind Dorian and Alexander.
Yeah, we have to castle behind the squishy humans.
We have to castle behind Alexander because he may be squishy, but he's hard to hit.
That's true.
So Alexander, your job is going to be distracting and dodging these things, and then once we get to the device, we castle up and defend.
Do what I can.
I am activating everybody right now. Just give me a second. And per the usual, Dorian, it is you.
All right. Dorian will take aim, waiting for everyone else to get into position, and fire. So I'll use my first action to take aim and then fire with advantage.
Excellent.
That's just favor in this,
for
right?
the purposes of everything here. I also forgot. I am sorry. Everyone, as soon as you reach this area, everyone needs to make a vigilant check.
Straight roll.
Any modifiers?
Fail.
Nope.
Does the coin do anything?
Fuck, dude.
Critical.
I have done
Fail.
4 bad rolls in a row.
Not good enough, Raleigh. All right,
I did really
everyone who
critical.
fails takes 2 temporary corruption.
I thought you were going to say fucking damage, and
I
was
did
gonna
too. I
kill
was like,
you.
"Ah."
I was going to fucking kill you. I was going to drive over there.
Okay. So Dorian will use his first action to take aim,
Mhm.
and then fire with his second one.
And that is at a -3.
Okay, and to have like the roll 2, that's favor in this, not advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the purposes of this encounter, all of these walls are going to be treated as about 5 feet tall, so you can see over them, but you are going to have to clamber over them if you want to get through
Are
them.
room zones, or are we doing metered movement?
We're going to do rooms. We're gonna do rooms,
What?
and like this outside area is going to just count as 1.
Did that
Wow,
roll
you rolled a
twice?
20 and a 14. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, I just horribly fail.
Okay, so
No good
you you level your shot, and as it passes across like the Terran reality, it actually like warps around and gets sucked up, spinning off into the rift itself.
Oh, that's a problem.
All right, next we have Anastas.
Anastas, I think the soak is going to be better than the extra chance to dodge, and I am going to enrage and move into this room, calling out to Alexander to please help me.
Excellent. Okay, Alexander, it's your turn.
I will go follow.
Okay, Alexander, being spry and acrobatic, if you want to make a quick check, I would allow you to still have your action and get into that room.
Ooh, that would be lovely. Just a straight roll then, I assume?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There we go.
So you get into that room, diving over the wall here. What would you like to use your action for?
So goal is to distract the thing. Probably try and yeah, I'd like to I guess
rock at it.
yeah. There's plenty of rubble, I assume. Throw a rock at it towards it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not going to ask for a check for that. Yeah, you grab a piece of rubble and you hurl it at the creature. It turns and lets out a low resonance, and clearly has its attention turned towards you. And at that moment, it leaps down towards you and attempts to grab you in its stony claws. This is at -5.
Am I? This is my defense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect. Ah, that's good.
Roll to confirm that critical.
Where's
So
the
just
dice?
do a defense again.
Oh, okay. Same -5 or?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
come on, man.
Oh, this is bad.
That might be bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I can't. Wow, what a turn of events for me overall.
5 protection.
5 protection. You take 9 damage.
I'm down.
What?
No, 9 damage, protected by 5, so 4.
Oh, thank
It's not.
God.
You didn't deal 14 damage. No. 9 with a critical. So it deals 4. It grabs you and starts letting out that like shaking resonance. You feel like you're being pulled apart by it. And make a resolute check.
Oh, he's almost at his
It's
threshold.
gone from bad to fucking worse, man. Straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I need a win. Oh,
Yes.
thank God.
Okay, you are not paralyzed by this thing, and you're able to push it off. It does not have you inexorably in its clutches. The next are going to go. This one is going to... good for you. Does not yet see you and flies off in this direction. This one does not see you yet, however, is edging ever closer. And we are at the Raleigh.
Okay. So it would take all of my movement to follow them into that room.
Yeah.
And just like my whole turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that then, I guess. I only have 1 bullet left, and I want to save it in case we really need it.
Do you want to be engaged with the creature, or do you want to sit on top of this wall?
I would rather be on top of the wall, please.
And the professor is going to follow Anastas, sticking closely behind. In fact, I'm just going to have the professor go with Anastas until Anastas says otherwise. How does that sound? Great. All right, and we're at the top of the round. Dorian. Dorian.
Sorry, I was thinking for a second. Dorian's gonna do 2 moves to get back up into that room as well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow everyone else,
Excellent.
and then that'll be my turn.
Anastas.
Anastas wearily leaves his compatriot and takes Professor. Is that 2 rooms or 1 room?
So 1 to get into here, and then another action to get down into it.
So I can use my dash. What I'd like that.
So if you would like to stay here, he can get down there on his own. If you want to go to protect him, you can use your dash to get down there.
He can move down here on his own. He can go, but so I can stay here, or do I move into the next room?
You should probably move into the next room.
Okay.
I'm imagining that he like needs to be like lowered down into the thing, and you like lower him down in.
Yeah,
and if you want to come with him, you can. And if you want to stay here, you can.
Got it. I'll stay here for right now.
Okay, and the professor drops down onto the device below. You throw him the bag of lumidium crystals. He catches it in his arms and shouts up to you over the storm. I will go as fast as I can.
Pilgrim willing, you must.
I do not think that the pilgrim has anything to do with it. And he sets to work. All right, Alexander. You are engaged with this thing. You have just pushed it off of you, and it has done a significant wound to you. What would you like to do?
I'd rather not fuck around with it. I also don't want it to go to Anastas. Yeah, is this well? Is this area? This is getting too close to the
That is getting dangerously close to the portal, but you can be there if you would like to be.
Probably not. All right, we're gonna have to fuck. I don't know. I'll fucking attack it. Keep it on me, I guess.
Okay.
Help! Alright. So this, yeah, nothing really comes into play, just my attacks. Normal.
Correct. Although,
modifier.
since you have the feint ability, you can always use backstab. Because you always have advantage.
I also want to ask, since all of them are in the room, can he move to flank?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, let's do that, too. So if I'm, like, here,
Yep.
is that considered... Oh, okay, perfect. I
Well,
will do that.
you don't need to. Because
You
you
don't
have
have
feint, you can just give yourself
Because I don't need
advantage
to.
when
You
you
always
attack
have
with
advantage.
Destry.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't
sure,
get
yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to flank anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
Any
really
modifiers, then?
So you have advantage, and so then you should be able to use your backstab, and also you have knife play, so you can attack with the second dagger.
Yep. But no, like, plus or minuses, just 0.
Oh,
for that.
I'm sorry. I
That's right,
misunderstood.
sorry.
It's -3.
Okay. Alright, so first one. Bing.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Yes.
And...
Did that include the backstab damage?
I should have.
Looks
I
like it
did
Yep,
press the
yep.
thing. Yeah,
You're
okay,
good,
cool.
you're good.
And number 2.
This
Oops,
one is
that's a
without
plus.
backstab.
Out backstab. But still advantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And still -3. Bing, bang, boom.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, this one, you know, it's a lot of flare and flash, but I imagine it's kind of going in for another attack to grab at me, and I'll kind of dodge out of its way. First one goes into the side of its neck, and the second one, as it turns towards me, will go into the top of its head.
Nice.
Boom, boom.
Radical.
All right. You still have a move action.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
you just
Oh.
ganked that guy and
Good, I'll follow Anastas, and then I suppose.
Rushing
May as well.
to the next room. Excellent. All right, the creatures go. All right, so this top one, it jumps back here and sees you, but does not have enough movement to get to you. It lights on top of this this stone wall and lets out a groan, moving in your direction, and this one does the same, arriving on top of this tree to your south. You are now sandwiched between two of them. And the other two are still doing nothing. Okay. Sounds good. Raleigh.
all right. Let's see. Raleigh only has 1 bullet left for his gun, and he's at 1 health, so he's not a super help, but he'll. I have the thing where all of the characters are selected for me.
Where'd you like to move?
Put me up, like here, kind of like at this corner. If
Yeah,
I can.
rushing behind cover there. Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly right.
Might be good to keep that one.
I mean, I could shoot it, but that's it. That's all the bullets I've got. I'll do it. All right. Oh no, I can't move and shoot in the same turn anymore.
Yep.
Okay. So you rush
So-
behind cover, taking cover behind that thing. Do you want to take that, like, is there a defense action in the tactics? We're saying that you're taking cover. If it becomes an issue, we'll look it
Okay.
up.
Sounds
Okay. The professor begins working on the device, attempting to slot in the luminium crystals and attune the device to close the portal. And things go well. Okay. At the top of the round. All right. You are all buffeted by the storm. Dust and debris fills the area, and importantly, visibility is reduced to almost 0. You can't see anything that's more than a few feet in front of you as this dust storm picks up in here. I don't have an effect for dust storm, but we'll just know that it's true. That's going to make ranged attacks more difficult. Okay, Dorian, it's your turn.
I had just a quick question for you.
Yeah.
The staff head that I picked up
Yeah.
says that I get +1 bonus to all success tests that do not directly involve the staff as a weapon.
Yeah.
Would that include my spells?
That does include your spells. I think that the spells that it's talking about are like ones where you make an attack with the staff as a part of the spell.
Okay.
I will look that up later, but my intention with it was that yes, it would empower your spells.
Oh, okay. So, but that's all that it's empowering, just to double check, because
Yes.
it's just says
Yep.
+1
Yep.
to all success tests.
Yeah, that's not worded great, but yes,
Yeah.
it's for spells.
Okay. All right, just wanted to be clear there. And then for my turn, I'm going to move up to this room, and even though I can't move my token for some reason, but I'd like to be like right here behind this pillar. And I'm going to attempt a shot even through this dust storm at the one up here, trying to get cover for the professor.
Okay, so you're going to have disadvantage on that shot.
Okay. And that's disfavor in this system?
Disfavor, yep, disfavor. Sorry, I should stop using advantage because it's a different thing. I'm sorry.
Any modifier?
3.
Okay.
Nice!
With the 10 damage!
My boy!
Max damage!
My boy!
The creature is, as it gets up to jump off and fly down towards you, it is hit by the bolt. This bolt knocks it off balance. It starts spinning through the air and is caught up in the vortex of the portal, pulled and ripped through it, and it did I just delete the... No, I did not. Okay. And it is pulled through the void tear and disappears into the blackness beyond.
Yikes!
Okay. Anastas.
Anastas is going to dither until after the creatures.
Okay, sounds good. Alexander.
I'm gonna run ahead of Anastas into, I guess, that next room, or at least poke my head in.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you rush into the next room and look up, and there on the wall is one of the creatures. It sees you and opens up its wings and prepares to descend down upon you. In fact, on its turn, it will do that unless there's anything else you want to do.
Oh,
no way I can attack. It's too high up.
It is way too high up for you to attack. Yep.
Again, though, right?
Do I have any more movement?
Yes. Where would you like to be?
Upon seeing it readying to react, I will. Can I jump back out of the room?
Yeah,
Dagger,
absolutely.
Yeah, I will jump back out of the room.
You rush in, see the thing, start backpedaling, and dive out. As you do so, it flies past through the door, attempting to make a grab at you, but it cannot, and then it flies up onto this half wall next to you and turns and readies to engage, but it had to use its full movement to get there. This other one is going to jump up from here to here and prepare to fly down next turn. Raleigh.
God, there's just not a whole lot he can do. Is this one here? It's up on a wall. So
it is up on a wall, yeah, and the dust is close enough to you, so it's on one of those half walls. It's on like a 6-foot wall, so you can definitely see it, and it is close to you that if you wanted to shoot it, you could. You would not take disadvantage from the storm.
Gonna ask if I can melee attack.
You can melee attack it. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm putting my life into the hands of the people that go before me in turn order. I am going to engage that then. And you'll let me. Thank you.
I got you, buddy.
And I am he just snatches up his rifle and just takes a whack at this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So -3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ah, no such luck.
You swing up at it, and it sort of knocks aside your rifle. As you swing, it sort of spins you back around, but it turns its attention towards you, preparing to leap down on you next turn. The professor continues to
by the way,
manage the device, which from here you can hear has started to whir up, and you can hear the even over the storm, the sounds of electricity and sparking from the hole. Okay, and we are at the top of the round.
How's it going over there, Professor?
From the
I'll call
portal, 2 more creatures emerge, letting out low resonant roars as they grab onto the walls outside of it. Their attention laser focused on the device. It is going well, but I'm going to need a hand down here. Anas, we're at the top of the round. You guys have a minute.
I think Anastas has to go help.
Anastas, it was you delayed until after the creatures.
I did delay till after the creatures, so I still get a turn. Thank God. I am going to move to flank this one in front of me, and I'm going to crack it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Modifier -3.
Yep. And you have advantage. Actual advantage.
Actual advantage. Other damage mod.
Actual
1d6.
damage. Give me some hyperviolence, Anastas.
Dude,
What does this look like?
Anastas cracks the thing off the wall. It tries to fly away. Anastas grabs it by the bottom 2 legs, pulls it into his rib cage, pulls the S-stock that it's storing in there out, and then stabs it repeatedly as like an Iron Maiden, and it drops out of its cage, and he returns the sword.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now we're at the top of the round. 1 minute.
So fucking hype. I want that image on a t-shirt. Like, just fucking like, oh my god. The most metal thing ever.
So
Okay,
Anastas gonna need to go back and help the professor, I assume,
I'm
is
gonna
the
jump-
idea?
I think we all jump down and help the professor.
Yeah.
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 Now that that thing's dead,
Form
that
a
changes the
defensive
game.
line.
Yeah, we castle around the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because that other one's gonna jump down on us. Hopefully
If,
one of us
if
can
Raleigh
catch
take
it.
a shot, I think now's a good time to do it.
I'm worried if something bigger comes through that portal.
I am too, but I don't. Yeah.
I might be able to kill one. I guess that is.
I am too.
Like if I go down and I don't use the bullet, like, then it's just a waste. So.
Yeah. It's unfortunate you go after them, but it is what it is.
Yes, it is very unfortunate that I go after them.
Okay.
All right, Dorian.
All right, Dorian is going to hop down.
Oh, the dust is dissipated for this turn. Sorry. Oh, and we rolled 2 more of them, so that was the thing. Okay.
Yeah, Dorian will jump down here by the machine, kind of interposing himself between the professor and the monsters. I'd like to be like right here.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you
And
couldn't get
make it-
that was a wall. Okay, sorry. Yep.
Okay, and make a shot against this guy.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. -3.
Yep. That's a hit for 3.
Excellent. Okay, yes. So the bolt embeds in its shoulder. It is not dead. Oh, and I just got rid of it. Why can I not? Okay.
But the portal sucked him away anyways.
You did 3?
Yes.
Perfect.
That's it.
That is it. Okay. Anastas.
Anastas jumps down, and that's what it does. Where's this? There he is. Oh, I can't be in front of that rubble. There we go. Yep, that works.
Perfect. Alexander.
I'm following, I suppose. May as well.
Where do you want to be?
How far can I get?
I probably should have dithered.
Can I get?
You can get into the next room.
Yeah, anywhere in this little square over here.
Okay. I will be kind of to the left-hand side of where, see if I can do this. Yeah, kind of over there-ish.
Yeah, like climbing up onto that rubble over there. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, unless there's anything else, I think that's it.
Okay, so this one gonna make this nice and simple. Okay, they swoop down and begin their attack. Anastas, Dorian, and the Professor each make your defense checks.
I am going to use my essence to auto-succeed on this defense check.
Excellent. Describe what happens.
Anastas, it swims in, and then everybody for a brief second, all of the light is sapped out and goes into Anastas, and then a blink of blinding light, and the creature finds itself flying away from me for a second before re-interacting with me.
Everyone around Anastas has a second chance to succeed their defense checks. So that's Dorian and the Professor.
Nice.
So favor?
Favor.
Modifier?
Yes, the modifier is -5.
Nice.
So,
still.
the Professor, seeing this creature, jumps behind a piece of rubble, and a rock falls and comes between him and the creature, which has to back off a little bit. The creature is not wounded in the attempt, but the Professor manages to make some distance between himself and it. Dorian also fends off for another turn. Raleigh, it's your turn.
Okay, so this is like a ledge, you said?
Yeah. No. So the this rock pile right here.
Oh, the rock
is
pile. Okay.
is like the ledge going down. Yeah, this whole area.
Sure. Okay, so oh my goodness, I forget every single fucking turn. So this thing is kind of up on this wall right now. This one.
Yep.
Okay, so I could go here and be shooting.
You're
up
shooting
at it.
down. Be shooting down.
Oh, shooting down at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
shooting
in
down.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Give me that. All right. Unfortunately, as we discussed last turn, I cannot shoot and move.
At the same time, but
round.
you do line up the shot.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yep. I'm basically just going to be aiming. In fact, that should be my turn. That should be my turn every turn. Move, aim, shoot the next turn.
You can do that.
The Professor slots in the last lumidium crystal, which lights up with arcing electricity. In fact, the whole machine starts arcing out all over the place. And we're going to say random one of you four is going to make, starting from the top, Alexander 1, Anastas 2, Dorian 3, Raleigh 4.
God damn it.
Raleigh, make a quick check.
Oh, Raleigh, I really wanted it to be me.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
Raleigh.
I also really wanted it to be you.
Everyone wanted it to be you.
Yeah.
Raleigh, what?
He had to foresee the number he was gonna roll before he rolled it.
Oh, I still take damage, you ass.
Okay, so actually, what happens
no.
here is Raleigh, you dive out of the way of this arcing electricity behind the boulder here. It curves towards you just as the creature is coming up out of the pit, and it gets fried.
Yes, that's what that was.
Burned from the inside out, and takes 7 damage. That is not enough to kill it, but it is certainly wounded.
Oh. I saw those damage.
I sometimes help you guys out.
I saw those things. I was like, oh, I take half damage and still die. No.
All right, we are at the top of the round. From within the portal, you hear a low, ominous resonance that fills the entire ruins. Everything starts shaking. Raleigh, from where you are high enough up that you can see up and through it, and beyond the portal is a great shape. larger than any of the creatures you have yet seen thus far.
We're
Top of the round, you guys have a minute.
We're gonna keep these things off of him.
You guys.
We're gonna keep these things off of him, and it's gonna where he's gonna succeed because if I'm no Pat, there's a mechanic where if he gets fucked with, it's gonna cost another turn. So we're just gonna keep the professor. The professor is by far the most valuable thing to this session. Sacrifice yourselves for him.
Yep,
I'm going to dither until after the spawn, so that Alexander can come in and hit with advantage, and then I can return a hit with advantage if I soak the damage.
Which one should I focus on?
The one by me.
One right in front of you? Okay.
I think we have the best chance.
I'm just gonna go for shooting and hopefully killing this one.
Yeah.
This is the same one that I shot, right?
No, that's the one that's fighting Anastas now.
I shot it and it went for Anastas?
Yep.
Okay.
So
It was
All right.
closer.
you should shoot at the one that I wounded with, or that the Ark wounded.
I have one on me.
Oh, you did.
You should shoot that one.
Shoot that one.
I'll shoot that one. Okay.
You should shoot it with your fire stick.
With your fire
Shoot
stick.
it with your fire stick.
All right, Dorian, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot it with my fire stick crossbow.
Oh, lame.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean lame? Wasn't that what you meant?
Literally can throw
Throw
fire,
fire.
and you have a staff that allows you to better
makes
throw
it better.
fire.
That's a good point. I'm gonna do that.
Throw said fire.
Plus he's up in my face. So, well, you said fire stick, and it was a.
You have
it
a
was an
stick.
old.
Literally, it's a fire stick.
The crossbow was an Indaran artifact that they shot fire out of that was modified to be a crossbow.
You are way
Okay.
too deep into this, my guy. You gotta come back up a couple of levels, all right? Like,
Okay, all right. Sorry for paying too much attention. All right, so I changed the modifier to -2 instead of -3 because of the staff head.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. I hit it for 12. All right, so
Dorian,
here's.
I need you to. I apologize. I should have said this. You have disfavor on this attack. I need you to roll again.
No.
No, that's not as fun.
wait, but you still have your essence.
Do it anyways.
No, it doesn't
Pretend
matter.
this time.
Okay, so Dorian, you pull out the staff and attempt to channel your fire through it. This is your first time using a focus like this, and you immediately feel resistance to it. In fact, all of the air around you, everything feels like it is warping your fire and is not working as you intended it to. It does still engulf the creature in a jet of flame, but it is unstable and uncontrollable. You will roll twice for the corruption that you take from this attack, and take the higher.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice!
Motherfucker!
Can't touch this.
Unbelievable.
What does it look like when you spit roast this creature?
All right, so I can't get a good shot with my crossbow. It's coming in close, so I just grab onto this new rod head, this new staff head, pull up the staff and shove it in this thing's face as I just stuff it in its snapping maw, press my hand to it, and just yell out, "Stay out of my city!" and just ignite it from the inside out. Guts
Excellent.
bursting everywhere, smoldering across the walls.
Excellent. Anastas.
I'm actually just gonna try to splatter this thing. I don't think I need to dither and risk the hit because Dorian can always come finish it off.
What you could do is you could just wait until after Alexander.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
Dope.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So fluff wise, Anastas like swats at it and like grabs it by one of its wings to like open it up, and then like calls out to Alexander, "There's an opening on my right."
Alexander?
I'll go for the opening on his right.
Alexander, running up on top of this wall, leaps down onto the creature and
Is it still -3?
Still -3. Still
Okay.
backstab. Still
Still
favor.
backstab. Still
Or
favor.
still
Or
advantage. Yep.
Yes. Okay. On the first and the second. Boom boom.
Excellent. Yes. Okay. You stab. Okay. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh,
I
nice.
was hoping. I was a little
The wounded
concerned.
one.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Okay. Yeah. Coming up. Basically, I'll like kind of parkour off the walls. Very, very much like running along the walls for a minute. One goes in on its back, rears it up, and as I come down on the other side, slash its neck.
Excellent. Oh gosh. Heart of the cards, guys.
Anastas.
Oh,
gets to go. I did it
Anastas
left.
gets to go because yep, you waited.
Anastas is going to clamber up the wall here and stab with my S-stock because I can move and attack with that. -3.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh my god!
This thing
Oh.
just got roasted and then spit roasted.
How would you like to do this?
Anastas runs up, grabs Puridicida, but realizes it's too clunky to run at this speed and swing with it, so instead pulls out the S-stock and then stabs it like into the wall and then cleaves through the stone and the wall as it like sprays out and falls in twain.
Excellent. And also, probably just saved this campaign. Also, Anastas, the weapon is so well balanced that it is extra effective while parrying. You not only have a +1 to damage, you have a +1 to defense while using
Yeah,
it.
it automatically plugged that in, actually.
Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, with the ruins cleared of creatures for the time being, the professor is able to get the device working again. Like I said, the arcing electricity is now contained from all 5 of the crystals. He is pulling on some levers and adjusting things. I think that this is working. And as he twists the final valve, the arcing electricity comes together, and you can see the rift start to waver and close bit by bit. But there is a great low resonance from the wavering darkness. Give me a second. We're going to turn that off, and we are getting. The resonance shakes you to your very core, and your knees become weak. Several columns and walls, having barely survived the storm, collapse under the weight of it. And from the wavering blackness, a colossal creature emerges. 3 times the size of the first Rift demon, with a blank face and 2 curling horns rising up from the crown of its head. Its entire body is covered in runes, like incandescent tattoos that waver and flicker with the rippling of its immense bulk. It lets out another incredible bellow, and you feel like you are being blown apart from the inside. Give me just 2 seconds here. From behind you, a faint voice makes its way over the din of the storm. That which is law warns the reality wound is expanding. It will destroy all life and everything in its path unless healed. Professor Basil Strout is climbing down the rock wall next to Raleigh, shaking and quivering as it points to the giant figure. It lets out another resonant rumbling. It appreciates your attempts to close the wound. However, more is needed. The creature reaches up and grabs at the folding reality around the rift and starts pulling it in on itself. The entire ruin starts shaking and rumbling as it happens. Arcing electricity from the portal strikes it in various places, leaving huge burn marks and holes. The warping of reality on its skin leaves huge tears in its flesh and wounds. You can see it begin to weaken and weaken and weaken as it pulls together the rift. Give me 1 second. Hang on, there's a few different oh my gosh. There's a few different factors happening here. Its limbs become heavy and weak. All of the air around you seems to be tugging at you, pulling, tingling, like you are being pulled in towards it. And the rift pulls itself together, shrinking, diminishing with bolts of lightning and shuddering, fitful jerks. The clouds dissipate, the wind dies, and soon there are only ruins, gray skies, and, sitting at the bottom of it all, a quivering, weakened figure, reduced to half of the size that it was before, covered in wounds and scars and burns. It lets out a low, fainter growl. Professor Basil Strout, eyes wide, whispers, "It is done." What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to inspect that body. The being that just closed the portal.
Anastas puts a hand out for just a moment. You will be in the presence of a god. And lets him go.
As you step forward, the air around you is trembling. That resonance from the creature seems to pull and rip you apart as you get closer, like you're standing next to like a giant subwoofer. It just fills you. You can see that the creature is still alive.
Thank you. Thank you for saving my city.
It lifts its head to you, letting out another low growl. But in your head, you feel understanding. Cold and calculating understanding. It says that it did what it needed to do. What it should have done last time. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
It contemplates for a moment. And it lets out a long series of these groans. And it tells you that there was a reason that the refined lumidium was put away. And it should be so again. It recognizes that you are chosen by Ishou, and that there is a purpose there. It does not know what that purpose is, but it has learned something from its sibling, and offers you a gift.
Does this look like Ryu?
This looks just like the depiction of Rui the Law you just saw in the ruins below.
I will extend my hand towards Rui.
It reaches down onto its hand, and there is a glowing rune that appears there, and it presses it into your hand. This rune seems to fill you up and fill you with understanding and knowledge. You look around and you are seeing the world in a way that you have not seen it before, in calculations and numbers, in the perfection of the world which exists around you. And in that perfection, you notice something wrong. A flaw in the calculations that created the universe. A flaw in the fundamental nature of reality. You look upon it with horror and disgust, and fall backwards into unconsciousness. Everyone that is here that can get it has their essence improved by 1.
Thank you.
And we are going to cut to Stone.
What?
What?
Okay. Give me just a second.
Patrick, quick question. Did you mean we can carry 2 essences?
You can
or
now
did-
carry 2 essence, and if you would like to, when we get to our long rest between seasons, you will be able to improve that ability whose name escapes me right now.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah, I know
you
what
have leveled that up by
The
1.
elders,
The elder
Yeah.
spirits are improved by the knowledge that Rui has gifted you. As I said, there are many paths to improving spirit, knowledge being one of them. Okay, what do we want here? Oh, what is this like? Yes. Stone, you have been traveling for long weeks, across Amaran Bay, through field, rock, and valley, following waystones, breadcrumbs along a trail leading you somewhere. Now, I'm going to hand a little bit of creative control to you here. And I apologize, I had intended to send this to you during the break, and I completely forgot.
Oh.
How has the journey been for you and your... This is a little Mad Lib style.
Sure. Well, I guess I have a question. Are my companions still with
Your
me?
companions are with you, yes.
Okay. The journey has been one of physical hardship, obviously, but like more so a sort of spiritual reawakening for all three of the people, like Stone and his companions, as they've kind of come to grips with the realization that they had at the grave of Ishou, and sort of have continued to expound upon that and refine it through discussion. And so while they are weary, they are buoyed by this new feeling of rightness and light.
Excellent. You have answered my second question, yet through it all, your companions remain hopeful for the first time in a long time. But still, the journey has left a mark. What mark has the journey left on you, either physical or otherwise?
I'm gonna go real Mad Libs on this.
Yeah.
So Stone kind of reflects on the things that they've spoken about and the songs that they've sung together. And even still, there's just a shadow, just a small flicker on his face as he remembers what the cost of some of that was for him, a being who is able to sing a tradition of magic and the inherent corruption that comes with that. And Stone has taken to kind of just like a simple wrapped garb, like around his torso and out along all four of his arms. And as he's walking, he just looks at one of his wrists on his right side, and even through the wrapping can see the rapid blinking of dozens of eyes that have slowly begun to work their way up his arm.
After many long nights on the road, you come to a grand, ruined city, which was called Ur once, when you were but a child. The reputation of the city fills your bones with chill. Many say that it is haunted by ghosts of the dead and spirits of the Vlashtarai and other horrors yet. Your companions grow wary, jittery, as you walk through these unholy ruins. Looking behind every corner, fear fills their eyes. What do you say to them?
Stone, kind of noticing their discomfort, says, "Be not afraid. We are here to fill this place with new light. And though there are many shadows yet, here and elsewhere, we will rekindle that flame."
The final waystone, the last waystone leads you deep into the heart of the ruined city. The moan of wind and crack of tree and timber lurk around every stone. You come finally to a cliffside, overgrown with ivy and tree roots. There lies a final waystone, the largest you have seen thus far, covered in lichen and weathered with age. You can barely read the runic inscription. In the ancient tongues, it says, "Where all roads end." What would you like to do?
Stone will approach this marker, and after examining it and reading that inscription, will place all of his arms kind of on it and settle into sort of like a sitting position. And he remembers that these waystones are sort of a marker of the nameless Ioka that does not have a song in his tongue or any others that he knows of. And as he thinks about the fact that this stone represents Journey's end and the end of all roads, and thinks about the quiet that surrounds him, and instead of singing with his voice, tries to detect anything that he can from this stone and from the energy that imbues it, and tries to see what happens next.
Close your eyes, and you feel presences, things moving past you, shuffling like people along a road towards the cliffside. When you open your eyes, you can see them. Spirits, long forgotten, marching into the cliff, past the vegetation and the growth, the branches of vines. You can make out the outline of a stone archway and a door. Clearing away the vines, the inscription here too is faded, but just legible. Pass here only the unnamed. What would you like to do?
I fear that here I must leave you, my friends.
But we have so far.
Stone turns to both of them and takes both arms on both sides and rests them on their shoulders. And as he does that, he's saying to them, "We have come far together, but now we must tread two paths. One of the mundane here, spreading our new faith and light, and the other, immaterial and spiritual. And I fear that because of that special connection to Ishou that I carry within me, I must go one way, and you must go the other."
We will wait for you.
Then I charge you, here and now, to bring light back to these halls, to gather others like us here, and to bring light back.
Do you enter the doorway?
With a final nod, Stone lifts his arms from their shoulders, turns back to the door, and opens it.
Opening the door takes effort, but beyond it, you find a darkened stair descending into the abyss. You follow the staircase for what feels like hours, slowly winding your way into oblivion, until, quite suddenly, the stair opens into a vast underground chamber, lit by a ghoulish light emanating from an enormous black lake extending in all directions, like a sea through which you can see winding movement like of soul. And far off, you hear a low, mournful wail which fills the cavern with sadness. That is where we are going to end this season of Arkaedyva.
Ooh, okay.
So,
oh man, I'm shaking so hard right now.
we have a few bookkeeping things to go over here. The first is that tome that you found, On the Nature of Fundament by Rui, unlocks a new school of magic. Rune magic is now available. Which is, yeah, that's a big deal. Rune magic is like what the talismans were about. You can carve runes, and it is about the fundamental nature of the math of the universe.
So cool.
Oh,
it was totally worth it to stay and search that whole room.
We already talked about your essence has increased, and you can pursue that if you want to. You will all have a long rest now that the situation in Arkaedyva is, for the moment, tamed. I am anticipating that we will start the next season in the middle of kind of wrapping up how you want things to go politically in Arkaedyva. I will say that right now, based on your actions, the masks are in a very strong position relative to where they had been at the beginning. But you didn't really do anything to move against the burgers, so they're in, I would say, probably like an equal position. Things could have gone very badly, especially if those Najit had been allowed to get out. Things could have gone badly. Anastas, you were about to be asked to assassinate the other leaders of Arkaedyva so that Horatio could become the leader. And so like that was going to cause problems, and there was a lot of stuff going on there. But so yeah, you guys have a pretty equal position on both of them, and I'm gonna leave it to you to kind of like figure out amongst yourselves how you would like that to go in an interesting narrative direction. We then need
I think I know what we should do
to decide what we want to do next. If we want to go to Karstop to deal with the rift in the Najit, and see if we can there find some more knowledge that might be hidden away in the Holy City. We could go to Yindarin, Alexander's hometown, to try and find the prince who is seeking the weapon that could kill a god. We could also go to Orr to join Stone in his exploration of what is happening down there with presumably this shrine to the Nameless.
One second.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the map.
Yeah.
We can go to either Karstop or the Vadakar Forest.
Yindarin and Vadakar Forest are one. Yeah. Yep.
Are one. Okay. Which means we both have to. I personally have a side quest to complete in Gareth now, and it looks like that's on the way.
That is on the way. Yep.
To any direction that we want to go.
Right.
So we got to do that. But other than that,
you know what?
open to
I'm gonna before we continue here, I'm going to say, everyone who's watching online, thank you so much for joining us for this season. And we're going to get, I'm sure, deep into the weeds of planning what's going to happen next time, and we're probably going to start up again in like September, October, would be my guess. So thank you all on YouTube, and have a great night.